Hey,
Hey,
Hello.
John.
how are you guys?
Good, good. How are
Hi,
you?
so nice to see you.
Hello, John. Hello, John.
How are you?
Been a
Good, good.
long time, right?
Long time no see.
Hello, everyone.
Hi, everyone.
Greetings, everyone.
I wanted to thank you very much for accepting my invitation for Noble Alibi
Oh,
2.
thank you for inviting us.
I'm very honored to
Not
have you
as well.
guys. As you're, as you are one of my favorite couple, and I was very happy to share this
Thank
experience
you.
with
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you. We're honored to be here and we're very happy.
Thank you very much. It's so sad that we haven't met for a long time. I remember the last time we were in Boston,
Oh,
and we had so much fun.
next week we're for sure we're gonna meet. We can
I
never
hope, I
know
hope.
what's happening, so let's hope.
Hey, Steve, how you doing?
Crossing finger.
I will be very honored to meet you again, guys. I missed you guys
Like
a lot, actually,
we will
and I'm really looking forward to meeting you guys next week when I visit New York.
hopefully,
Yeah,
hopefully.
we're looking forward, actually. We're looking
We're looking
forward.
for even if we have to sit like on the sidewalk.
Social
Definitely, I will.
distance.
I will be from the house in front of you guys. It's okay. I
Like
just want to see you. I miss you guys a lot.
me too, me too, me too. We
So thank you very much for being here with me, Noble Alibi. The idea behind Noble Alibi is just like I want everyone to get to know you, the history behind, the challenges, the future, what have you done so far, the good memories, and also, of course, the bad memories that you want to change and stuff like this. So
well,
let's kick it off with the first topic, which is called the cigar architecture. I called it cigar architecture because unfortunately I don't have the architecture. Cigar architecture is one of my favorite cigars from HiramandSolomon, and I was introduced when we met the first time. And thank you very much for introducing me with that cigar because I love it.
right.
And I wanted to call it the first topic, the cigar architecture. I'm having the shrine today.
Refinery. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and this is a cigar that Fouad gave to me for the first time to try it, and I loved it. So I thought of like having this one. I would have the cigar architecture, but unfortunately I don't have it. So I'll kick it with this one.
All right. So I'm gonna smoke the Grand
Enjoy, enjoy.
Architect, uh,
Lovely.
and Fuad is gonna smoke. Are you smoking
Yeah,
the Veil Prophet Lancero?
the answer.
I have it here on my selection because I took my 5 or 6 favorite cigars, which I want to talk about after later on. So, but before I wanted to start it with, as I said, the cigar architecture, like how Hiram and Solomon started, where the passion started from, and how did you guys came up with this?
Uh, Many years back, being a Mason after the lodge meeting and being a cigar smoker at the same time for about 30, 34 years probably, uh, we always looked for a cigar that have the Masonic symbol on it and at the same time to serve a purpose, not just a cigar, because a cigar, there's a lot of great cigars in the market. It's not like we're missing a great cigar in the market and we come up with an excellent idea. Oh, let's have a great cigar now. It just, we needed cigar for a purpose, for a scholarship, and we love our logo, the square and compass. So, and being a cigar smokers, uh, we combined all of it together and we created our first batch of cigars, which was 1,000 cigar, to help with the scholarship, as we said. And that's how the whole thing started. We knocked on many doors for many years. Nobody wanted to even talk to us. Nobody wanted to believe in the purpose of it, or many called us gimmicks. We're a gimmicky cigar that will last maybe for a few months or a year the most. Uh, we got kicked out of a lot of stores because technically, I mean, they were very rude. They didn't want to look at cigars, but we're still here, and who knows what the future is going to bring, especially with the stuff that's happening right now in the world. So that's in short, technically. So we grew from 1,000 cigar about 5 years ago to being in about over 600 cigar lounges in almost 25 countries, adding a country almost every week now, whether in Europe or in the Far East or so hopefully soon in South America and the Middle East.
So you said that you started with 1,000 cigars in the beginning,
Yes, yes.
and what's the current amount of the cigars that you're selling now?
We're hoping by the end of the year. Our goal was to break 1 million. I don't know if it's going to fall because of what's happening with the cigar lounges closing, but we're very close to that number.
Understood. Tell me more about, you said that the situation now due to the COVID has penalized you a lot and has put some like very restrictions regarding the distribution and the production and everything. So tell me more about this.
John, it's very challenging, business-wise or even social-wise, let's say, because
Hmm.
cigar is the number one social event, if we call it. Even if you go alone to a lounge, you know you're going to talk to anyone sitting next to you, just to
Absolutely.
chat about the cigar and everything. So selling is not the number one purpose of cigar, because otherwise everybody can always find something to buy online. But everybody looks for the friend or the chat or someone just to talk to for a couple of minutes and maybe more. So that's quite challenging nowadays. Also, don't forget, many of the factories happen to be in different countries. They're having some lockdowns again and closing, and you cannot rely on the back order where the country might pick up here and they close there, and vice versa.
Absolutely.
It's maybe this is the first time we are a bit reluctant and a little bit negative, which is not us in general, but really thinking about how much time you invest. Nobody knows how far and how many hours you have to work a day, especially now with this COVID thing. It's not going to finish, you know, like people don't want to work. You can't make people come and work for you in a closed environment and make them work. And also for the company to pay for people, on the other hand, you're not going to get much return in it. It's a bit unknown, like every other business. It's a very blurry, gray situation. So we've been thinking hard and a lot about it, how much investment we're putting, not just financially, but also physically. We're working from literally from 7, 8 in the morning, and we keep on answering some DMs late at night because that's the only time we have. And practically, if you think of it, soon, we don't even know what's soon. We usually know at least like 3 to 6 months ahead what's going to happen in general for business every quarter. We don't even know until Wednesday what's going to happen. We're not sure if we're going to see each other in New York, both of us, like all of us, all three of us, right? It's not even there. That's kind of also bringing us a bit down, you know, finding.
In general, I mean,
But it's a case of everyone.
Yeah, it's everybody's case. Cigar lounge closure affected many businesses, I believe, and like any other business also. Online sales are up, definitely.
We don't
sell online. We don't sell online, but some of the retailers that we sell to, they sell online, and these are the retailers that they adapted to the change. And as I always say, I mean, if you don't adapt your sail according to the wind, you will not take your boat to the safe place. So you need to adjust your sail all the time.
Exactly.
We're trying to adjust, whether things happened or something overcome. Who knows? But so far, we're focused. We're going into the right direction. To answer the question here, Farina, is there a distributor in Japan?
Yeah, I just wanted to get to that.
Yeah, we're having discussion with the distributor in Japan. His name is Yakoma-san. And I think for a couple of years, I think hopefully we were supposed to meet last September. This September coming in Dortmund, but that event is also canceled. So that put some stop to that project, but hopefully soon.
Each and every event, whether it's social event for cigars or whether it's a professional event, so far has been canceled. Up to, we don't even know about January, but all the way to December, almost there is nothing working. And we all know that even if they keep it, going to that event is challenging in itself, because how do you know how many people will be attending? I've seen Vegas opening this last month, and I have lots of friends who've been visiting. It's a nightmare, apparently. It's a nightmare, except if you're gambling. So having an event with people distance talking on the phone, you know, it doesn't work. As you see, we have created, you're part of it, part of our groups of people or friends. We meet, like we miss each other on virtual reality. Again, like I said,
true.
This case, it's not just the cigar industry, everywhere. Even if you go to grocery shopping, you feel like there is something wrong, right? And we feel it now, the magnitude is like we're not even in the aftermath yet. It's still early to talk about the aftermath.
That's true. Moving on, you also said that I just also wanted to show some of your cigars. you said that you incorporated the Masonic logo into some of your cigars, and I just wanted to show some of them. So this is the 300 years anniversary, which is also one of my favorites, and I loved it. So as you can see here, for everyone who's looking, like they have the logo here incorporated. And the other one is another one, like it's called Unity, as well as a limited edition.
That's for the Grand Lord, the Grandmaster, excuse me, of New Jersey.
Those both cigars were limited edition created. This one is created for the current Grandmaster of New Jersey for his charity, which is the Shriner Hospital and the Sluxic Center. The first one was created for the Grand Lodge of England 300th anniversary under the order of the Grand Master of New Jersey at that time, Dieter B. Hees, on 2017. Yes, this one, and it carries the seal of the Grand Lodge of New Jersey. We are the only authorized company to use that seal, and the proceed from that sale went to the Coast Guard Memorial in Cape May, New Jersey, and. So those are the two special cigars. And we have another one coming up soon that was supposed to be released in April, but because of the COVID, it got delayed, and we don't know why.
Yeah, I understand. And
thank you so much.
Actually, I will show these two right away. So there are two production lines from yours, which are the Lancero Vitola.
Yes.
I'm not a fan of the Vitola, but these ones, I love them, to be honest. And this is the Traveling Man and the Prophet, right?
Yeah, the Traveling Man and the Prophet, yes.
Yeah, so as you can see also here, it's like incorporated the logo.
Yes, all our cigars, you mentioned that some of our cigars have the Masonic logo. All of them, they have the Masonic logo.
Even the Shriner.
Even the Shriner, that's a Masonic logo. A Shriner is a Mason. You cannot be a Shriner without being a Mason. So that's a Masonic logo also, but the Shriner, in particular, a Shriner. Yep.
Yeah. As well, one of the other ones that I liked a lot and I enjoyed it is the Master Mason. So with so many products and ideas, and of course you have to try many blends and go through different cigars factories and stuff. So I want to know, how do you come up, first of all, with a name? And also, what attracts you when you smoke it, and how do you know that people will like it or not?
The name, usually we try to incorporate the name and tie it to some kind of either a Masonic degree or a Masonic group or something like this. And we usually try to take the philosophy of that group or the degree and try to incorporate that into the cigar itself. I'll give you an example. Our original line, which consisted from the Enter Apprentice, the Fellow Craft, the Master Mason, those are the original three lines of the Mason. So in order to become a Mason, you have to go through three different degrees. The first degree is the Enter Apprentice, Fellow Craft, the second degree, and the Master Mason is the third degree. Once you are a Master Mason, you are a fully pledged Mason. So we took that philosophy, the idea, and we put we did the Enter Apprentice as the mild cigar. It's the first degree of the Mason, it's the mild cigar, and we put some kick to it to prepare you, as the degree prepares you for the second degree. We put some twist to the mild cigar to prepare you for the Fellow Craft cigar, which is the Fellow Craft degree on the other counterpart. And then for the Fellow Craft, again, we try to make it medium plus to prepare you for the Master Mason degree, which is in our case the Master Mason cigar. So mild, medium, full body, first degree, second degree, third degree, and this is how the Shriner. The Shriner has 5 country tobacco and 6 region. Yeah, this one in particular has 5 country tobacco and 6 region. And the reason we put so many countries and tobacco in it, it's because the Shriner exists in 22 different regions with the 22 different hospitals. So they have reach and they attract people, sick people, patient from all over the world, and they treat them for free. So we try to have tobacco from different region of the world to have it in that cigar, and that's the reason for creating that specific cigar.
It's like a charity within a charity. It's just one part of the charitable goes within it.
And the rest of them, the grand architect that you talked about, the grand architect. In order for you to be a Mason, you cannot be an atheist. Unlike what people think that we're against religion or anything, you have to believe in one God. We don't care who your God is, as long as you believe in one God. You cannot be an atheist and join the Mason. So the grand architect reflects each person's God.
Understood.
And the reason you see it, that's a square and compass, and has the hands of God coming from the clouds, designing the world. So he's the architect who designed the whole world. And again, I don't care whose your God is, as long as you believe in one supreme being, whether it's your higher consciousness, whether it's God, whether it's Allah, you call it, whether it's Jehovah, whatever you call it, whatever you want, as long as you believe in that one supreme being. So that's the reason with that cigar, we try to make it as complex as possible with the Corojo wrapper and 2 Ligeros in it, and the Paraguayan tobacco.
That's amazing. Regarding the Travelman and the Prophet?
The Veil Prophet is another group of the Mason. They called the Grotto group, and one of their degree called the Veil Prophet. When we first created that, yes, when they have the red, they use the red, yeah, that's what I'm smoking myself right now.
Yeah.
They use the red in their degrees, and that's why we created the red, the band, and we called it the Veil Prophet because one of their degrees called the Veil Prophet, and we put it, the original line of it, we put it in a coffin, and you need to open the coffin in order to unveil the cigar, which is the Veil Prophet at this moment. The Traveling Man, it's another name of a Mason. So once you are a Mason, you are a traveling man also. And the philosophy behind it, you travel to the east, you travel to place of light, and where you search always for the knowledge. So we always, a Mason always, Mason purpose in the world is always to look for the knowledge, for the truth, for the God. And the blue color, it's the color of the heavens. That's why we are called blue lodges. Masonic lodges are called blue lodges, the color of the sky, the color of the heaven.
So if we can have a sneak peek of the upcoming new product, what would be the name of it? Or it's
now the upcoming one that's coming, that as I said, that's supposed to be released in April, got delayed. Hopefully, we're hoping in November, if everything goes well. It is called the Curamus, and
oh, wow.
Curamus in Latin means we care, and the theme for the Grandmaster, incoming Grandmaster, is we care for each other. And my lovely wife here, Romy, went and looked until she found Curamus, which means the same.
Curamus, Curamus.
Yes, and that's what we named it, and hopefully will be released. And again, it has a specific charity that the cigar is going to go to, the sales of the cigar is going to go to. If I found the band, I can show you the band.
I just wanted to show also the ash of the Shriner, which is absolutely amazing.
Yeah, and I can show you my grandma.
Yeah,
this
is just like perfect. Like
mine is a double Corojo, double Ligero with a Corojo wrapper. It's really amazing. I'm sure
it's just perfect.
Tried it, yeah.
So I know you are working together, and
we're
sometimes
we're calling you from.
We are in the office.
Oh yeah,
we moved our office to our basement, so we're technically working 24 hours. If she doesn't find me, usually I'm here. If I don't find her, she's usually here.
It's the golden point, like in the middle, right?
Yeah.
Remember,
so
we're moving to the new house, and I was
yeah.
so sure I want to have the office in the house. I don't think
you
so.
told me.
No,
yeah, no, you changed your mind. Okay. I think quarantine was a good experience to taking these certain decisions.
John, this is another project that we were working on called Cigar for Warriors, and this is the band for it.
Yeah, that's good.
And Cigar for Warriors group allows us to use their logo. They gave us permission, and they're gonna have a cigar, not just donating cigar. It's gonna be their own cigars. It says HiramandSolomon on it. It's a joint venture with Cigar for Warriors, and the proceeds gonna go to Cigar for Warriors.
That's amazing.
That got delayed also because of the COVID, but hopefully it will be ready very soon also.
So as I said before, working together, of course, you have many challenges, and of course, me and few other ones would like to know what would be like the toughest challenges that you had faced, but also the great memories that you have working together, because for sure and there were some unforgettable moments.
Yeah, we're at an age where we got married recently. I
Okay,
think.
you are on your 30s, both of you, so it's okay.
Yes, of course.
Good one.
The challenge was really surviving this pandemic
Yeah,
as it is, away from all the loved ones, all the people we love, all our friends, because the couple is just two people. It's all the people around you that are, you miss them, you see them, you have a chat with them. That was a challenging thing that thank God we survived. Now, the work challenge is much bigger than that. Again, one day we realized that the office is closed, the back office is closed, there is nothing except both of us. We either do nothing and cry, or we try to do something, and that's how it started. I said, let's move everything to the basement and start working. This is the Kuramos.
oh wow, I love it.
My son designed it.
Really? That's beautiful.
30 himself.
Yes, both of them are designed by both.
Both of them, yeah.
That's beautiful. I love it.
Yeah, I had my son born with me. He's 30 now, so
same day, right?
John, not many people know how much goes behind creating a business to start with, to run a business. Not many people know that, and especially with the cigar business, it's very competitive. Very people go after you, and they only see the social life of it. They only see this beautiful talking, laughing, and enjoying a cigar in the cigar lounge, which I'm not discounting that. It's a beautiful place. But behind that, there's a lot of sleepless night, a lot of hard work, a lot of doubts, a lot of questioning yourself, whether you are on the right track or whether you're going to continue or not.
It's already challenging before the pandemic.
Yes, it's always a challenge.
It is.
Yes,
it is.
Always,
with the
like
new regulations,
business,
the new rules,
yes.
Expanding the market. For us, going to Europe last year was the best and probably the worst thing that happened. The best because when we arrived to Europe, we were like new. I mean, they knew about it, but there were no orders yet. And then all of a sudden, they took their time, and suddenly, like just before the pandemic, people were triggering our system, like, hey, we want your cigars. Then when you realize that the taxation is different from each and every country, it's supposedly to be called the EU. It has nothing to do with the union. Every country has its own rule and regulation.
It's a different ball game.
Custom system, and you need an office here. So all this happened while all of a sudden everything was shut down. Bless them, they were very patient because not everybody was realizing how the magnitude of the pandemic was in the United States. When you say everything was shut down, everything. The only way we could do business probably was going to Walmart. That was the only thing open.
Recent example, we're trying to send shipment to Dubai.
Okay.
We changed 3 airlines so far.
So far, 3 airlines. Two of them so far they're not replying.
They pulled the plug at last moment. We're not sending any stuff over there.
But the client there is an amazing friend. He's a lovely gentleman, but he was getting frustrated. We said to him, the problem is not either us or you. The problem is everything is so slow. You might send a parcel. It might take up to 1 month to reach its destination, or it might go next day. We have no idea. I sent some box for my friend, something for my friend in London. It took almost 6 weeks. And one time I sent another box, it was there. I sent it on Saturday, Monday morning she received it. I don't even know how it happened, Saturday and Sunday, Monday. So that's the challenging thing. Again, like I said, we have a lot of back orders. Putting a new order was a big decision to take. Believe me, one major, because it's not a cheap, it's a big investment. And not knowing whether or not the factory will go on lockdown again, which was the case in Honduras, I think.
That's true,
Honduras just shut down 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, Honduras shut down again. Like we produce in Nicaragua.
For the second time,
Yeah, but Nicaragua,
so we don't know
we're not sure whether they're closing or not.
The order is there, so we're waiting for.
Yeah.
Le bon vivant, Portugal, greetings.
Yeah, hola. They don't say hola. Yeah, anyway. So that's the decision, making the decision, it takes a lot of your time. Even if you have an employee, believe me, the employee helps a lot, the help assistant and everything, but they go home. It's us after we shut down this office, we put down the everything, the lights off, and we start thinking, shall we do it? Do we really have to do it? Can we do it? Because the orders are there. But even I mean, in the United States, the orders have, have been shrinking.
True, yeah.
You used to have lounges to order at least 20 boxes. They're not very sure. Sometimes we're down to like 5 boxes sometimes in big major lounges, and we can't tell them anything. It's just, we justify their act.
Yeah.
That. Who wants to buy curbside or even online? We don't sell online, but we have lots of retailers who do online. But again, it's slow because the person who wants to smoke the cigar, he's not even sure he can smoke it in his house if his wife agrees or not. That's another issue. But he wants to go to the
husband. I don't know. My wife wants to smoke the husband.
If the wife is smoking, it's usually the other way around.
But anyway.
But going to the lounge in itself is one of the biggest.
We miss that part of definitely.
Absolutely, I miss it too. Actually, it's something that it's a experience on its own, has to be said, especially when you gather and enjoy the cigar and everything. I'm still looking forward to the coffee that you do, even though that's a whole other process.
Yes.
I asked for the recipe, but that was like baking a cake. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna keep it.
So much. You said that's like cooking something major. It's not.
It'll take me a lot to do.
Up last time because I got the wrong milk. And it didn't do the foam that it's supposed to do. It was my fault.
When we move there, we're gonna have that coffee festival and all the things that I've promised, and
looking forward to that.
And the cigar, hopefully. Let's first survive. Really survive.
We will survive. I will survive. That's what Gloria Gaynor, right? Yeah.
Right. So you mentioned in the beginning that everything goes through steps, as well as you connected everything also with the Masonic procedures and everything. So I would ask also on behalf of the other cigar aficionados that don't know maybe Hiram and Solomon. So what would be the first step on starting, and what are they looking for, or maybe what they will be looking into different cigars? For example, what they'll be experienced from the Lancero, from the Toro, from the other one.
I mean, most of the cigar smokers, whether they are beginners or intermediate or experienced, we believe we have a line for each one of these pairs, from the mild to the medium, medium plus, medium minus, or full body, or full body plus. So it depends on their taste or their what they like to smoke. They usually, if they ask for my recommendation, I always tell them if they're not experienced cigar smokers, start with the mild and move on a little bit slowly beside that. But on a cigar smoker, experienced cigar smoker, try all the lines, because even if you are a full body smoker, doesn't mean medium cigar is not going to appeal to you at certain time with certain food or drinks, whether in the morning or in the afternoon.
Has to be with your palate.
I like full body cigar, and a lot of people confuse full body cigar with a strong cigar or heavy cigar. Full body cigar, it's full of flavors, full of rich cigar, and but I also like a mild cigar in the morning. Sometimes just a medium cigar on the go or something like this. So depends on the mood. I'm a big believer. Every cigar that you smoke depends on your moods, and the same cigar is smoked on a good mood or a bad mood, it will taste totally different. It does not taste the same. Same with drinking a scotch or wine or even food or anything. But it depends on your mood. So what's your mood up for at that moment? Or what's your drinking? What's your eating effect?
Absolutely.
What I will suggest or what I will recommend for anybody.
The reason I ask is because also throughout my Instagram page, I try to always introduce or kind of advise, but not directly, what I smoke and what I prefer to pair it with. Sometimes I had to try something new, which I have to admit that it was not of my taste. But the problem is that what I face, and maybe also you recognize this issue, kind of, that people try to attack you when, like, you post something and then they will be like DMing you like, listen, I tried this one, this doesn't work out, please don't post it anymore and stuff like this. So people, I think, from my personal point of view, I think that people have to understand that everything that is posted, it's kind of a personal taste
Absolutely.
rather than me advising what you should have and what you drink and smoke.
Uh,
So this is why I also ask, like, depending on what would you suggest as a beginner to an advanced one.
right. Yeah. Right. Exactly. Exactly. And again, I mean, we try to appeal to all kind of smokers, and we try to appeal to the female side of the smokers, our sisters of the leaf, because there's a lot of market there that nobody attend to, or they don't take it as serious,
Hmm.
which I don't like that. I don't like that. In fact, there are actually some sisters of the leaf, some lady smokers that I met that they know about cigars more than I do. She knows about cigars and many aspects of it more than I do. And I met really some really experienced cigar female smokers that
That's
they
true.
will put
That's
any
right.
pretend male cigar smoker to shame,
That's
honestly.
true.
So we need,
I wanted to shout out to Jennifer.
Yes, Jennifer.
Jennifer is an amazing person as far as I've seen. I never had the chance to meet her, so I'm very much looking forward to meet her.
When you
Um,
meet her, tell her what did Romy tell you one day. I told her
yeah.
she's the girl next door that everybody likes. She's the Sandra Bullock of cigar industry.
Hmm.
Industry. You know, she's someone with such an ease and such a flow with everyone. Everyone, literally, she can talk to the biggest connoisseur and the most ignorant cigar smoker, which is, you know, it's a big thing. Not everybody can have it. Because I'm a little bit dry. I'm not really that flexible when somebody's pretending. Jennifer has more patience. She has the knowledge, and like I said, she has a flow. I don't know how she makes it. She's Sandra Bullock of the cigar industry. Everybody loves her. Anytime we mention her name anywhere, they're super happy. She's gonna be either online or around or going to the lounges. She's amazing. She's a really nice person, nice in all means of the term.
That's true. That's true.
We've
I think that her
never
positive. Yeah.
you
Sorry.
with oh, excuse me. I said we've never had one single person ever, from retailers to consumers to professionals, ever
that they have a
complaining
problem with Jennifer.
about Jennifer. How can you find someone like that? How can you just describe someone without zero problem with anyone?
That's true. Absolutely. I think this is seen also throughout her Instagram page. She's very like open-minded and very talkative and also very warm with
She's
people.
simple.
So
She's not
yeah.
complicated. She's not pretentious. She's a simple person
Hmm.
who you would be in any event, like I said, and you will see people talking to her. If I listen to her way of, you know, conversing with people, she's just so fluent and easy and like I said, without any problem with the biggest connoisseur to the most ignorant. Usually the ignorants, they are the pretentious ones. She gets
So
along easily.
you guys do quite a lot of events, and this is remarkable because you have the opportunity to show to everyone basically your amazing product. I have to say, first time that I tried it, I felt in love right away.
Thank
The thing is that with cigars now, they have the tendency to imitate one another, I would say, especially with some brands that they try to follow the path of someone, so they want to try to be the copycats of them. But you have a completely different blend, construction, everything, draw, everything is like perfectly balanced,
And the
which is
story, John. Everybody likes a story behind something.
exactly. I just wanted to say it. Also the story, and now that you said it, everything and how the name is related to, there is a history behind everything. So
That's right.
this is what I love even more now.
That's why I said, I mean, every cigar that Mason or non-Mason hold in his hand, uh, whether he will go and Google it and research that name, he will find the history behind the name of every cigar. Uh, he will he will feel that moment of pride holding a cigar that has a story behind it, has a history behind it, and at the same time, we do believe that we have great cigars made at a great factory with the Plasencia, and we try to be as wide in varieties as possible. And I'm not a I'm not the tobacco expert myself, so I will not know looking at a cigar, and I will confess it. I will looking at a cigar. Oh, this is a Brazilian Arapiraca. I will not know it unless you tell me or something like this. But I will know a good cigar when I taste it,
Exactly.
and I relax and stuff like this.
Mm-hmm.
And we support also, we're not people who are denying that there are a lot of good cigars out there.
Great
Just
cigars.
now, our friend Jonathan just joined us. He sent me a couple of cigars, nice cigars. And yesterday I tried one of his cigars. It was amazing. And we smoked one together, and we go like, tomorrow we're going to smoke the second one. It's always impressive to see, it's nice to believe that there are a lot of good. It's like saying one perfume is nice. Cigar, I always compare it to the perfume industry. You always think, how many other perfumes can people produce or make, right? How many? But
that's a great comparison.
New is coming. It's as wide as you can imagine. It's just a little here and a little less there that makes the entire difference.
It takes a lot of science to make a cigar. Not many people, again, appreciate a cigar unless they visit a cigar factory to see how many hands go through to make a single cigar. Over 200 hands put their hand on a cigar leaf before it really becomes a cigar. And if this cigar has to be produced in the European country or in the US, probably you will not purchase a cigar less than $60 or $70. We're lucky or unlucky, I don't know how I'm going to call it, because everything I'm going to say now, it's not going to look good. We get it with the cheap labor over there. Take it, guys, the way you want it, but 200 plus to make the cigar.
In retail price, we're talking.
In retail price, yes, versus what you pay right now for any cigar in the market. So appreciate the cigar, respect the cigar. Use your 5 senses when you're smoking a cigar. Use your eyes, use your ears, listen to the cigar, smell it, taste it. All your 5 senses has to be incorporated in your cigar experience when you light a cigar. It's not a cigarette.
This trend of following whoever is saying whatever on Instagram, Facebook, social media, whatever. You have your own palate. Nobody has your palate. Nobody has your skin. Everything. Peter, you like shut up.
Of course, he had to comment, Peter.
Wait, Peter, Jonathan without an H. He will mention it now. Anyway, so stop asking people. You can always ask about the medium body, full body, and mild. But you can't tell someone, how can I see what you have eaten that day? What do you like to drink? How acidic is your mouth? What's your pH? It makes a big
whether
difference.
It's a cold or hot, it's a humid or not humid.
I would always ask people, sometimes they complain, oh, it's not drawing well. Every single cigar that we produce at the Placencia factory goes through the draw test, every single one, and you pay more money for that. I hate talking about finances all the time, but that's the reality. The thing is, even us smoking the most expensive or our very nice cigar, we do have sometimes problem. It's humidity.
It's a handmade.
Sometimes it's a handmade thing. It's a living organism, I call it. This is not a dead, dry something. The minute you go with your car to go to a lounge, maybe if it was a little too hot or too cold in your car, you might have a different draw. You might have a different taste.
Absolutely.
If it's windy, it's a disaster. People don't think that it's windy. It can literally damage the cigar and the whole smoking.
But one thing I advise anyone: go out, try different brands, try different flavors, try different sizes. The last 10 years, all the cigars companies produced excellent cigars like never before, and the competition made them do that. Because everything with the cigar, somebody else needs to come up with a better cigar. Right. Don't get stuck with one size. Don't get stuck with one brand. Even our brand. I would love everybody to smoke just our brand. Don't misunderstand me. But don't get stuck with one brand. Say, this is the brand I smoke. Everything else is no. There's great cigars in the market. Unless you tell me you eat one thing. You only eat lettuce every day. Then smoke that cigar every day.
It's true. It's true.
That's true. Absolutely.
Yeah. Expand your horizons.
That's true. So one of the other topics and the final one is called the traveling man. I called it this, and also you also mentioned at the beginning. I wanted to name it like this due to the fact that I wanted to talk about 2 of your new products, as you mentioned, the collaboration with the Romy Cigars and the new one where Rom had the has her name stamped in that cigar. So the thing is that what should people expect from those smokes? Like the blend, the filler, the strength, and everything.
The Kuramos.
The Karamas, we made it. It's going to be a bold cigar. It is our first cigar with outside the Plasencia factory, and we made it with the corporation corporation in Dominican Republic with Abe Flores from PDR Cigars. So it's a
Abe is a friend, and we always take all our relationships with the cigar industry.
He's a friend, and he's a good. He has wide knowledge, vast knowledge of cigar industry itself, and he's one of only 10 of the what they call it in Dominican cigars masters.
Wow.
There's a club called Cigar Masters in Dominican that only top roller, including Davido's master blender. What's his name? Oh shoot, I forgot. What's Davido's master blender's name?
It's gonna come.
Unfortunately, I never had the chance to either meet him or.
Very famous.
We need
anyway,
here.
So only 10 people in the world belongs to that club. Abe is one of them, and we are very much looking for 4x. It's going to be a bold cigar. It's going to be a lot of nicotine in it. It's going to hit the broadleaf, the first cigar, Pennsylvania broadleaf, and
Kellner.
Let's see what's going to happen.
He said
Kellner.
Kellner, yeah.
Yes, Kellner. Thank you, Johnson. Yeah.
That's amazing. That's perfect.
Yeah. So somebody's listening.
Yeah.
Someone is paying attention.
We should ask a question once in a while. Who knows the answer for that?
Yeah.
Definitely.
To see if they're listening or they just put it on the side and walk away.
So I would welcome everyone who has any question to ask, and we could happily answer to them. Meanwhile, my last question for you guys is, what are you looking in the future like regarding either the cigar community, the cigar industry, also for Hiram and Solomon? What is something that you would love to see and love to happen?
We would like to continue the way things are going. Anything can change, as we said before, at any moment. So we don't know what the future is. It's holding for us.
Yeah.
September is coming right now too, with the FDA ruling of the equivalent thing. So we don't know if what's going to happen with the blends also, whether they're going to approve it or not, even though we should be approved because we're pre-2016. But between the FDA and the virus and stuff, there's no long term besides continuing producing great cigars to have people enjoy it. Continue providing whatever we can for the charities that we support, because every cigar in our portfolio support charity, whether Masonic or non-Masonic. Yes, I admit most of it goes to Masonic charity, but also non-Masonic charities also we do. Anybody approach us for anything, we'll do the best we can as a small company to help and to donate to that specific charity. So short term, continue doing what we're doing. Long term, to grow and to become a major brand, household brand for cigar industry.
A question that was written there from an Albanian lady. She said that, do you ship to Albania?
No,
but our distributor right now, we just signed with Serbian distributor. He's going to be distributing in Albania very soon.
Yeah, that's perfect. And another question is, like, how many cigars you produce per year?
A little less than 1 million.
A little less than 1 million. We were hoping we'll break the 1 million because of this pandemic. I don't think we're going to reach that, but the percentage of growth, it's tremendous. We were called the fastest growing boutique cigar in the world 3 years in a row right now, the amount, how we're spreading. So we're proud of that.
Very happy.
Work also, a lot of hard work. So
extremely happy for that.
How is your?
And but first, let me. I'm gonna have. Yes, I'm gonna say, Don, what you created. It's a beautiful.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
And I know the work that you put into it to make it.
Thank you.
It is the name that you chose for it. Gives exactly what you have.
Your profile.
It fits your profile perfectly.
Thank you very much.
Noble
Thank you.
Cigars, and
Alida or Aida, hello.
So beautiful success to you, and anything that we can do to help, we're here.
Thank you. Highly appreciate it.
Trip to Kuwait, not yet. We are in the terms of we're trying to.
There are a couple of cigar lounges right now in Kuwait selling it, Cigaro Kuwait or other stuff, but hopefully soon the cigar is going to be in Dubai. They're on their way, so hopefully it's next week, and Dubai is going to be distributing in Kuwait also.
Right, and we have a good friend from the Kuwait, BOTL is Sam. If you know BOTL Kuwait, follow him, and he doesn't work for us.
Yeah, I just wanted to say it. I just wanted to say it.
Help you with some questions and regarding our cigars in Kuwait. So there you go, BO Sabah. Abbas Joya, Abachoya, well, hi.
I wanted to thank you very much for everything.
We all hate Saad. We all hate Saad.
Everyone. Especially with us every Saturday Zooms. He for sure will hate me that I stole you today from his Zoom meeting.
John, everyone else, we're a group of Saad. We're followers of Saad. Anyway, it's a big pleasure to
I was
be with
surprised
you.
with his haircut and
the beard. Yeah.
What the hell did you do?
I wanted to thank you very much again for accepting my invitation and being part of NobleAlibi. I hope that everyone enjoyed the history behind HiramandSolomon, the challenges, the different products and everything. So thank you. And I'm very much looking forward to see you next week in New York, hopefully.
I hope
yes,
so.
let's make it happen. I just heard that Monday Club Macanudo is going to be opening.
Again.
Oh, perfect, amazing.
They say outside seating. I don't know
we
where
don't
the
know
outside
where
seating
is.
It's probably the streets or the.
I think it's in the back. In
you
the
think
back.
So? I don't know.
Well, let's hope.
So they're open from 5 to 11 only. So.
Let us know by Monday.
It's
so
all right. We'll sit by the street there with your coffee.
We can go to Tiffany on the other side, and we sit there and we just.
So looking forward, John.
Definitely looking forward. Thank you very much. I wish you a very nice evening.
Your venture.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you. Bye bye. Take care.
Goodbye.